On this week's Tiger Today, our feature story is focused on the River City Blue Marching Band, which has been getting plenty of positive reviews. With the new director and fresh stand tunes, here's a closer look at the new and improved River City Blue.
One of the first things that we tried to make a priority this summer to get students more involved is selecting music, which includes our halftime show and our stand tunes that correlates to the majority of the students' interests. I believe that that philosophy has gained great success for us, and you can see it. Most of the students, some of the students have come to us saying, "Hey, we really like what y'all are playing this year. Y'all seem to create a more live atmosphere." So that's the goal we set, and I believe that we have accomplished that. The biggest pregame ritual that we added this year, which is new, is our creed. And, it really, by saying it, we're saying what it means to us to be a River City Blue Band member. The pageantry, the history, the pride we have in this program. Not only the things that we have accomplished in the past, but what we set out to do in the future. We have the new energy of our new directors, Mr. Scott and Mr. Brown, who we are really lucky to have. We're trying to build on what we did last year, such as how we went to Prattville and got all superiors. And also, we have reorganized our band structure-wise to a place where we believe we can really grow in the future years. So, we're really excited for the future. We're really excited for this year. We have competitions in Op and Troy, which we believe that we will make the Demopolis proud at.
We oftentimes, once we practice, and normally every Friday night we have somebody recording, and the next Monday, or sometimes if we record practices at the end with 4 run-throughs, we'll get all the band in the band room to watch those recordings. We let the kids pick themselves out on the video and sort of do a self-critique by listening, by watching and seeing what went right, what went wrong, making some notes of what we need to do better and to improve upon. Even though sometimes I feel like the kids sort of have that pressure, ultimately, a lot of times if I'm at home, or if I have some downtime, which is rare, I like to sit down and really study these videos, study the sounds, study the formations, and really have a plan of action when we go into our next rehearsal and make sure that we're making progress each and every week. While there's a lot of things that students can be involved in a high school setting, band is one of the special ones. We spend more time together than probably any other organization. It is very important that the community knows the progress that we've made. And I have to compliment these students. They have stepped up to the plate, they've accepted the changes, and they are working extremely hard. So my main goal is, when we step out on Friday nights, is that people see that we are a disciplined and well-trained group, and people have come up to us on Friday nights and during the week with so many positive comments, and so I cannot thank the community enough for standing behind us and supporting us.
Demopolis High School got a positive recognition last week when prominent state media outlet AL.com published a story on the top 15 standout high schools in Alabama. The ranking takes into account academic achievement as well as the percentage of students identified as economically disadvantaged. Demopolis came in just ahead of Calera at number 13 and just behind Shades Valley at number 11. Malik Moore caught up with Demopolis High School principal Blaine Hathcock to find out more.
In any organization, and I guess just human nature, you want to feel like what you're doing is making a difference. I think you want to hear good things about your organization. You want to hear good things about the work that you do. So in that essence, I think any recognition you get in a positive light, it just helps the morale of our faculty. It validates some of the things that they're doing in the classroom. And more importantly, it sheds a good light not only on Demopolis High School, but Demopolis City Schools and the city of Demopolis. And
it was anytime you get statewide positive PR, it's great. I was just excited. I got a text from Mr. Hathcock And I had to call him saying, what are you talking about? And he referred me to the article. But it's just great to have folks talking about Demopolis outside of Demopolis is what we want. We want to be on the map across the state, that we're doing good things and we're doing the right thing.
Your brand is important, and getting it out there, and that goes all over, not only all over the state, but it's on the internet, so it goes anywhere. So the perceptions sometimes becomes reality. And when that perception gets out there that you are one of those best schools in the state, then in people's minds that's the reality of the matter.
In a special dual ceremony held at Westside Elementary School last Friday, more than 4 state and local dignitaries were on hand to celebrate the unveiling and dedication of planter boxes built on all 4 Demopolis campuses.
First of all, let me just start by saying this, and I don't even have this written down, but it just warms my heart to see all of you out here. I mean, this is just beautiful. Boys and girls, can we give them a hand? Give them a hand for being here for us.
The boxes were devised by UWA student Allie Marcus and are part of a service program through the Black Belt Teacher course.
This is exactly what education is supposed to be. It's supposed to be developed and grown and supported by the community. And through the first class pre-K grants, that's exactly what we do. We take funding that the state legislature so generously gives to build up classrooms for young children, to get them a strong foundation to start their educational career, but it takes the community.
The main focus of the program saw the celebration of the ribbon cutting for a second pre-K classroom at Westside. The classroom is made possible by funding from the Office of School Readiness. Early childhood education is considered to be key in closing the achievement gap and lessening the number of students in special education while also lowering absenteeism.
That is big for us, and I go back to the vision of being one of the top 10 school systems in the state of Alabama. It begins at Westside. It begins with a foundation, and if we can get our hands on the kids when they're 4, and the data shows, and Ms. Jackson tracks the data, those kids are more prepared for kindergarten, obviously, than the other kids. So it's so important we get them as young as we can and start them getting at least down with now that's a playful learning environment, which is really neat if you spend some time in there, but getting them used to the routine of school, that's big, that's important. Those kids are going to be more successful than the kindergarten kids that are not in that program. So obviously I want to be able to offer to all 130, 150 kindergarten kids we have. Westside is a special school. Someone referred to it the other day as a home makeover type situation. That it's just, there's a lot of great things going on over there right now. It's a special environment. If you go in there, you can just tell that there's love for kids. The programs are great. The teachers are happy. Which excites me about that. That's the foundation. That's the foundation of the school system. So we're going to keep on doing that. We're going to keep on doing great things, and I hope we keep on expanding that pre-K to serve. Maybe 2 years from now, we'll be serving 72 kids instead of 36.
For 5 years, Demopolis High School Homecoming Week has featured a very unique fundraiser known as Kidnap a Teacher. Yesterday, Oliver and Tyler Hill were at the scene of the crime for this week's Kidnap a Teacher.
How long have Student Council been doing this fundraiser?
Student Council has been doing Kidnap a Teacher for the last 5 years.
Where did this idea come from?
When we were at state convention, we were in a group that was doing fundraising ideas, and this is one of the things that some other schools did to pay for homecoming.
How much money did it raise this year?
We raised $242 this year.
In general, what has been the response of students and teachers?
Come on, let's go. You can't overtake it. Right. Now, come on.
Teachers are excited to get a day off, and students are excited to have parties in their classes.
Why you don't tell us which way to go?
What happens to Ms. Boykin now?
After we kicked her out of the building, she gets to go home and kick back and enjoy her day.
I have to go get my laundry done. Miss Boykin, I love you, but you need to chill today.
Our own Tyler Ward caught up with this year's trio of senior maids in this week's Coffee Talk.
Hello, DHS. As you can clearly tell, it is homecoming week. So for a treat, I have the 3 lovely homecoming maids with me today. So Ashley, let's start with you. Obviously, tell me about what today is and why you decided to dress as you are.
Today is Tuesday, and the theme is Out of the Squirrel. I decided to dress as a little galaxy girl because I like a lot of glitter and sparkle.
Thank you. Okay, so first I'll introduce the 3 girls, and then we'll go one by one. On my far left, we have Miss Trinity Thomas. Trinity, what was your initial reaction to becoming homecoming maid?
That's cool, I guess.
All right, Ashley Ivory, what was your initial reaction?
Well, I was selling at U.S. Jones because we had to sell with the little kids, and Tyler ran in screaming and hugging me saying that I made homecoming court.
All right, Perrin, what was your initial reaction to becoming a homecoming maid?
I was very shocked. I didn't expect to get it, but I'm very blessed that I was given the opportunity to be in this position.
Thank you. Okay, so as ladies, you know that getting a dress is probably one of the biggest parts. How have y'all gone about doing that, Ashley?
Well, it took me 2 days and a whole bunch of hours to find 2 dresses. So, yeah, it's a pretty long process.
All right, what about you, Trinity? How have you gone about picking a dress?
The process of finding a dress has been hard. I finally found one, Saturday for the field, and the one for the float I found, it was easy to find that one.
What about you, Perrin? How did you go about choosing a dress?
It was almost stressful, but I ended up finding one in almost a week and a half, but yeah.
Okay, so homecoming week is a very long week for people that are involved. How are you going, Ashley, about being a cheerleader and a homecoming maid? How is that all registering?
Well, it's very stressful being on the cheerleading team and being an assistant of the cheerleading team, helping with everything, and also trying to get everything done for the cheerleading team, while on the other hand being a senior maid on homecoming court. So I'm trying not to get both of them tied in.
What about you, Trinity? I know that you and Perrin are both in the band. How have you gone about?
I bought, we have to me and Perrin had to come up with our pep rally routine for Thursday night. So, that was, really difficult. We had to do that Sunday? So now we're just teaching the girls the dance routine. We only have, today and tomorrow left to teach them before we have to do other things with homecoming.
That's great. What about you, Perrin? How are you handling everything?
I'm just taking every day by day. I'm trying not to stress out because it's a lot. I was not expecting homecoming to come this early, but it is what it is.
Yeah, homecoming did end up coming early, I think, for all of us. Well, how do you think becoming a maid, how do you think that has affected your senior year in a positive way?
It affected me in a positive way as me being able to represent my class, and all 3 of us running for homecoming queen. That's a big deal for, I'm pretty sure, all 3 of us. Whichever one gets it, congratulations.
All right. Well, thank you to the 3 homecoming maids, and we'll see who becomes our homecoming queen on Friday. Thank you.
There are plenty of things going on around campus. Here is Shug Billingsley with Tiger Now School News. The Demopolis High School Boys and Girls Basketball Program will host an alumni basketball game Saturday, September 23rd in the gym. Registration forms are due by September 21st. The game will feature former boys and girls players from Demopolis High School. Doors open at 2:30 and admission is $5. There are flyers available in Ms. Pearson's office for those who are interested in competing in Miss Alabama pageant on September 23rd, 2017. Community in Action and Townsend Automotive are partnering to encourage students to take the pledge. Students who pledge to not drink any form of alcoholic beverage during homecoming week are entered into a raffle to win a ride in the homecoming parade provided by Townsend Automotive. Raffle tickets are available from SGA representatives. Remember, school dismisses at 11:30 Friday, ahead of the homecoming parade at 1. The Demopolis High varsity football team has won 3 games in a row. Here's a closer look at our Tigers.
Okay, the first down. Goal. Patterson hands the ball off. Hands off to Ingram. Who's going to fight his leg? hands off the Jackson around the left side. Moving mid right. Giants throws the ball out to number 1.
It has quickly become our favorite part of the show, and it may be yours too. Here's Tori Horn with Pop Culture Talk.
Hey y'all, it's Tori, and this is the Pop Culture Talk. 12 years ago, Rihanna released her first single, Ponde Replay, and has been a household name in the music industry ever since. But now her makeup brand, what's it called?
It's Fenty Beauty.
Oh yeah. Sorry y'all, I'm just a little spacey today. Anyway, Fenty Beauty is sweeping the nation. Not only are her skin sticks, lip luminizers, and highlighters amazing, her foundation has the largest range of shades the makeup industry has ever seen. I guess you could say her makeup brand is out of this world. Anyway, the huge shade range is helping people of all skin tones find their match and show their true colors while wearing makeup. In other words, Riri just gave us another reason to love her. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week on the Pop Culture Talk.